Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while, but I am finally back with some new content and stuff that I want to be... I always say it, but I want to be more regular about uploading content and stuff. I recently went through moving and whatnot about 6 months ago, and I haven't had a chance to get my setup all reconfigured. I got all my OBS reconfigured and basically everything in terms of what I need to get set up in order to do this again, so... I figured I would just do a quick, and by quick, I guess I mean not quick. I guess this is, looking at it now, 55 minutes and 46 seconds, so I guess this is going to be the opposite of not quick. But yeah, let's go ahead and watch some One Piece openings, just so I can get some good insight, I guess, onto how this looks post-editing and whatnot, and go through the entire recording process so I can see how my mic sounds. And I've already done quite a bit of configuration in terms of what I think is going to sound good and look good, but I haven't had a chance to upload a video fully and just watch it on my phone, which is a device that I have a frame of reference for what things should sound like and what they should look like and whatnot in terms of color correction and stuff like that. So I actually haven't watched One Piece in full. I may know some of these songs, I may not. I watch other reaction channels all the time, and who knows how long ago, if I've even seen, some of these. I bet I've heard a couple of them here and there, especially some of the older ones, because I know the show's been out for a while. But this is one of the biggest shows that I know is out there that I haven't actually watched, so I figured that this should be a video that has a pretty good chance of getting better exposure than some of the other ones. But without further ado, let's go ahead and just jump into it. Oh, and by the way, I forget to tell people that I am actually a music producer on my other channel called Exius. And I've been an EDM producer for about 10 years, so I just want to throw that out there as well, that I actually know stuff about music. So if I throw that into the title of the video, so that's not the start. This is the start. I swear I haven't watched it yet. Okay. Yeah, that was good. Gotta love the hi-hats. That's definitely very more dance music-like. Just jump into the trap setup there. You can hear all the leads and the synths in the background. So far, I'm liking this one a bit more. Got a nice arpeggio right there. And here. This is a really good arpeggio. I may have heard this one before, I'm not sure. It sounds like something I would have heard, though. Or I don't know if it just has like one of those generic 90s dance vibes, and I just listen to so much EDM that I can just pick up the vibe and think I've heard it. I was getting a good arp going down. Building up to a stronger chorus here, I think. I mean, they changed pitch, so that's kind of something more, but I thought they were gonna do it again. The leads, or it's not the leads. They're called impacts when they do that. Nope. It'll come in again here. Yep, those are impacts. Yeah, I like that one a lot. You can never go wrong with a Japanese guitar, though, as, what was it, Nicholas Light once said. He's another reaction channel, by the way. You should go check him out. He's really good. Oh, nice. I wasn't expecting the acoustic guitars there. That was a cool transition from the electric to the acoustic. Oh, you can kind of slightly hear the electric guitars in the background, like more of the bass guitars, I guess. I don't know a whole lot about guitars, but you can definitely hear them. That voice also just kind of soothes over the guitars perfectly. Let's see what the chorus has. Yep, this one's good. Nice, going in for the second part. Yeah, I like this one a lot too. Nice little piano there at the end. Okay, got some electric and some guitars going at this time, so it's kind of a combination of 2 and 3, I think. I think it was 2 and 3. Love the bass, like right there at the back. It's just so subtle, you can't even hear it, but it's really good. You can hear it more here. Yep, that bass is it's really good. I also like the... I don't want to... I always forget. My father's a percussionist and he would kill me. I think they're like bongos, though. Again, the thing that just kind of keeps coming back to me, though, is that bass guitar, like, in the background. Good vocalist there, too. I've heard this one. I don't know if anybody else heard this one. But let's listen to it again, because it's good. I actually haven't heard it in a while, too, so I might be able to provide insight, maybe. So some of these are lower. Like, I just realized I had to turn my volume up by like 10 points since I started this video. I'll adjust it in editing, though, so you won't be able to tell what I just said. I actually don't remember that part in the song. I knew it was going to this, though. One of my favorite parts about songs, though, is when they play it in full scale, and when they, when the song is in full scale, I should specify, and then they do a lot with just scales up and down. Like that. Just going right up or going right down. That was good. Yeah, I heard that one, though, but it's one of the ones you don't forget. I don't think I've heard this one. Man, those again, arpeggios, like right in the back with the leads that they're doing. And a lead is just, again, another terminology for like a synthesizer or something in electronic music, so... That's like what they do with the effects sometimes in some of these more electronic type sounds. You can just kind of hear those slights. It's literally what they're called, it's just effects. Like that. They could have gone for an ARP right there. Gone up, but they didn't, so that's whatever. They went for the ARP there, though. Again, they could have gone for the ARP right there, like right up to that transition. It would have sounded so much cooler, but overall the song is enjoyable. Yeah, that was good. When things start out strong with the guitar, it usually doesn't lead into something bad. And when they have a good vocalist, it also means good things, so. Oh man, that was slick animation right there. You can tell it's starting to get a bit better. Again, going right up that scale. I love it when they do that. I don't think anybody gets sick of shots like that either in terms of visual. Kind of throwing it through an effect called like a talk box. It's kind of like that, where they kind of distort the voice like that. It's like a modified version. It wasn't a full-on talk box, though. So glad I have such an extensive knowledge of electronic effects. Right up that scale. I love it. I do have to check one scene though, going back. Was that Nami flipping me off? Oh no. I was like, that was too close for comfort right there. I had to go back and check. Very few things slip by me sometimes, but I mean, there's a lot to absorb when it comes to openings, so more things slip past me when I'm trying to react to stuff. But on a general basis, few things slip by me. Sounds like a violin that was like, again, in EDM it's referred to as a pad, where it's just kind of like a delayed. I guess a violin's the best way you could put it. You know, it's a longer, drawn out, over several bars instrument, just like on one note usually. That's like a violin, or like in electronic music called like a pad. You can hear it right there. like those sounds. I love that subtle guitar in the background on this one too. And it kind of switches with the electronic sounds again. Those sounds like switch with the guitar like in the background, which is cool. And then you've got like again that pad like right on top and the vocalist on top of that, which is really good layering on this song. I love this one. Now, with openings and endings, it's hard to tell where things are going to stop and where they're going to end, and where they're going to break into a chorus and stuff, just because they're so short and modified from the original version of the songs. This seems like another, probably another version of that first song we heard. This is modified, yep. They love going back to this style, though, don't they? That was cool. With the voice. It's kind of like a combination, like the vocal. I'm trying to figure out what they're doing with that. It's like kind of a combination of like a vocoder, which is like the Darth Vader effect, and like a talk box, like at the same time. That was pretty cool. Oh, and then they kind of gone back to the original. They went back to the style of the first song after they had that bridge. That was cool. I like what they did with the chords there. Yeah, they should have gone for that. That part's catchy. Oh, going up that scale again with that background vocal. That was really good. Do it. Okay, close enough. Again, that background vocal just going right up there. Right up that scale. I know what you think when I say go right up there. I see nothing slips by me. So that's why I had to say that. I know how you guys think. Because I think the same way. Music box. I feel like I've heard this one, but I don't remember where this goes. That's a really cool layering effect that they're doing with so many instruments. Trying to pick them out, but it's really hard. I don't think I've gotten past like episode 15 on One Piece, just for reference. So I don't know like any of these people. Minus, of course, people up to episode 15. And And that was a good example of them going down the scale that I really liked. Because so far they've like only been going up the scale. Again, this layering effect is so cool. It's like a combination of like percussion, the vocals, an acoustic guitar. And maybe a lead, maybe. Oh, it's more like a bass, actually. It's like a bass guitar on top of like an electric guitar. Got it. Good trade-offs between the kick and the guitar there. Nice. I love those offbeats. Go kick guitar. Go. Yep. And the song always makes it when you end it the same way as you started it. It's just like an essay if you think about it. Which I know a lot of people don't like essays, including myself, but it's the best way that I describe music in terms of writing it. Because if you think about it, I'm obviously listening to this, but it's like if you think about an essay, it's like you've got the hook within the intro paragraph that gets you sucked into the chorus in this case, then you've got some introductory paragraphs, and you repeat the chorus and whatnot several times, and you finish that with a conclusion, which is basically the same as the intro. And when you think about music, it's basically the exact same structure. This one's far more, well, first of all, I want to say quiet. I'm going to definitely have to adjust some of the stuff in editing. But it's nice to have some of these songs sometimes, you know, it's just a kind of, I don't know, chill out, I guess, in terms of like a narrative perspective, and from like you listen to so much heavier like guitars and dance music type music so much of the time that it's nice just to have like one of these sometimes. One of these more calm, quiet songs. I love what they do with the trumpet right there in the background. And then, of course, the choir, I guess. I want to say choir, but it's really like one voice that they've multiplied out several times to get a choir effect. That's how you basically do that. That's one of the cool parts about electronic stuff, is that you can use it for like a lot of orchestral... Not that this is orchestral, but you can use it for a lot of orchestral purposes. Like being able to just take one vocal take, and then, as I said, being able to copy and paste that several times to get a choir effect. Then you can change the pitches of like those different copy and pastes to get like more of a like chord progression on top of just like one vocal take, which is awesome that you can do that. You can hear it so vividly right there now that I said that. Again, coming in with the heavy guitars, as I was saying. Probably the heaviest we've heard in terms of songs so far. In terms of like the intro, up to this point. Songs like this like almost always have a good chorus, like when they build into it. I've seen enough anime to know as well, so... I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. Because you can hear them building up. Slowly. It's the percussion that gives it away. Still building up. Unless this... So it's hard to tell like if this is still part of the build-up or if it's the chorus. I like what they're doing with the guitars though. And it just matches perfectly with the percussion and the breakbeats. Again, I could still consider this a build-up. But I could also consider it the end of the song. Which it probably is at this point. There we go. That was it. Again, down that scale with the guitars. And then hitting it with that snare at the end. That was good. It was so hard to tell like where that was going. Because like we were almost at the end of like the opening. But I wasn't sure of like how far in we were. Nice, I love electronic music again. This sounds very club-like. Which I am a complete fan of course. So let's go. Get more of those pads in the background. The cool part about leads is that there's like literally hundreds of thousands of leads. And you can combo them in like whatever way you want. It's that sidechain. It's the pumping effect. You can kind of hear it. Yeah, it's an effect called sidechain. I like how they took it out of like the electronic instruments for a second though and went into this. Because it's a good... Right, because it goes into this. Yeah, this is my favorite one so far. You can still take it farther. Yep. And I love it when they pair like the electronic music with the orchestral sounds. Like, that's always been a style I've been a fan of. And you're seeing it demonstrated very well here. And they're keeping it interesting with that pad in the background. I love that piano too. I use a piano in almost all of my electronic songs. Oh, they could have gone into the kick. They're building with an ARP. Yep, again, hands down my favorite one so far. They just executed that one so perfectly. I know almost next to nothing about this guy other than like that's literally the best I can phrase it. Is I know he's really important. Like he's like almost, I could probably completely wrong given how many episodes there are at this point. But it seems like the story is like almost 100% focused on that one guy, and I know like literally next to nothing about him. I didn't know the ships could fly later on though. I guess I do now. I love how they never stop making Nami look hot, though. Like, that is the one thing that they can't mess up. Or a Robin. Great. That was cool with the guitar. It was like super quick. Right there. Or is that a trumpet? That sounds like a trumpet, actually. I'm probably just being dumb here. Yeah, got those electronic pads mixed with the piano. That sounds really good in combination. Nice. That one was pretty good. I haven't disliked any of these so far, which is good. I like how this one started. It's that catchy hook I was telling you about. I like that electronic pluck. It's kind of like a harp, but I know the difference between a harp and an electronic pluck, and that's definitely an electronic pluck. I really like what they're doing. I know I haven't talked much about the vocals, but I really love what they're doing with the vocal layering here. They keep the main vocal very consistent, and then they bring in the background vocals right on top of this same melody. Again, probably just using the one vocal take and then modifying it for like a different note to create like a harmony effect. I like what they're doing here. This is called the delay effect, where it like has the cave effect basically. The melody's just straight up catchy as well. Just right up the scale and then right back down the scale. Yep, that's another song I would add to my playlist. That was really good. Nice. I love that. The background vocals, so good. Yep. And then they paired with top of the lead vocal, which was good. Boom, again, right up that scale. They love to do that with these One Piece openings, I'm noticing. They also love their trumpets, because you can slightly hear that in the background too. Again, right up that scale. I was hoping they would go that way, as soon as I heard that lead vocal come back in. And they did, nice. They're doing a lot of really cool stuff with the background vocals in this one. And that trumpet also in the background. It really goes to back up the backup vocals. That's how you finish it out, for sure. It's probably my third favorite one, that one. I don't know, this one could be a contender. I like this hook so far. Boom, 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 boom. See how far that went up? It's so good. Love the rhythm of the percussion here. The vocal going up and down the scale again is also really cool, on top of that rhythm of the percussion. Oh, that lead right in the back there. It's the kind of lead that matches perfectly to running. So the animators knew exactly what they were doing. The bass on this one is just killer. Chorus. Man, that bass. It's so good. I take it back. This might be my third favorite one so far, and the last one's now my fourth favorite. So good. I love it when they do things with the scales, as I was saying. It's like, that's the thing that usually makes or breaks song for me. I love the melodic stuff. And this one is just killing it all over the place with melodic elements. Not to mention the rhythm of the percussion is also what's making this one for me. That was more fast-paced, which I like. Kind of going back to the old school. Can't go wrong with the old school either, though. Not my favorite, depending, but it's certainly, you know, one of those things you never get over for the nostalgia, at least. This could have a really good chorus, depending on where this goes. I like what they've done with the vocals so far and the guitars. Like, this sounds like it's gonna have like one of those killer choruses, like when it gets into it. Again, presuming it hasn't yet. It's hard to tell sometimes. Like, I feel like it's gonna build up right here. Going into the second part of the build-up. Nice. Come on, hit us with something good. I know you're gonna do it. There it is. Okay, let's go back. I would be ashamed if I didn't do this at least once. Boom. Gotta love boob physics. Good layering with the vocals again. The characters just get more and more crazy, don't they? The percussion on that one was pretty good as well, I have to say, especially towards the end. Worth favorite one. My favorite part of that one was the animation for sure. Now we're back to the music. Super strong opening with the hook. Oh, I didn't expect it to go this way. When guitars go up and down like that, like within their notes, and then they bring in the percussion. Usually songs like this have a pretty good chorus as well. I like the bell, like, on this one. Just hitting all of the notes from, like, the first beat of each of the bars. That's an effect I do a lot in my songs. Kind of keeping the kick consistent here. Chorus again. It'll go back into it. Was that a... I swear that was... Sorry, I have to go back for that one too. That sounded like a piano, but I couldn't tell if it was a bell, like mixed with a piano. Yeah, that was a piano kind of like mixed subtly with the bell. Again, they're ending it brilliantly, yep. Although I didn't... Right off, the animation's already really good. You saw the hat, and it was like, dang, that is so much more of an improvement. I like... Sorry, I'm just gonna pause just for a second. I don't like to pause often, but... It's not very often where they improved their art style to the point where it's kind of indistinguishable. It's like an improved version of their bad quality animation, which is interesting. It's like just how they improved their art style, obviously. But they were able to improve their art style in a way without it looking modern and sticking to like the original animation style, which I think is pretty impressive. Yeah, that's what I thought was really cool. I noticed they changed it like 4 openings ago. 4 or 5. That was CGI for sure. In the opening. See. I didn't miss that. Nice. They went exactly with the chord progression I thought they were going to go with. And that it was just how I predicted the notes. Now they're going to go into an even stronger chorus. I feel like they've done that several times here now. The bass right there again, that was really cool. The guitar slightly in the background. Yeah, that was really good. I think I enjoyed, you know, it's not often where I listened to so many openings, especially 24 of them in this case, and there's not a single one I disliked. I mean, typically in anime, like, and that really just kind of goes to show how good the anime is, because, I mean, I typically rate an anime, like, just, I don't completely rate it based off of just how good their openings are, but, I mean, I get a really strong indication of whether an anime is going to be good at an overall level, whether or not their opening is good. And just the fact that none of them were bad, and I liked all of them to some extent, really goes to show how good this anime is. You know, if it wasn't so long, I probably would have reacted to it already. But, I mean, I guess that's one of the good things, or I guess watched it was the word I wanted to use, but I guess now the advantage of that is that I can react to it, just because I haven't watched it already. I mean, 15 episodes out of 1,000 and whatever. I mean, sure, that's doable, right? Who cares if I've already seen 15 episodes? And that was probably like 5 years ago. I don't even remember like anything minus, you know, some of the characters' names. I know like next to nothing about the plot. So it'll be interesting to watch this sometime. You'll have to let me know in the comments whether or not you actually want to see me react to this on the channel. Because, I mean, I've been putting it off primarily because it's so lengthy and you can do so many other shows in that same time span. But, I mean, if it really does get enough support, we can definitely go ahead and do it. It would keep consistent enough to where I kind of already have familiarity with it, and no, it shouldn't drop off like some of the other ones I've attempted to have, and I already know it has a good reputation. Like, the hardest part about reacting to content sometimes is just you don't know if what you're reacting to is going to be good, or if it's not going to be good, and then at the same time, it's like it also has to be popular enough for people to actually want to watch it. You know, you've got things like Death Note and, you know, Attack on Titan and, you know, like all these really popular ones that, you know, they have so many people behind them that, you know, makes it to where people want to go watch somebody react to it. But when you're reacting to some sort of like mediocre, you know, isekai anime that you have no idea is going to be good, but it's like part of the current season and you're reacting to it, it's like you're doing it because you hope that it's going to be good and get to that point so that you can have the credibility of watching it before everybody else reacted to it. But at the same time, it's just kind of like, if it sucks, then it's like, great, I just wasted 12 episodes of my life watching something that was garbage. You know, so it's kind of hard in that sense. So at this point, I'm like needing to start to go back and like find those animes that actually have like good reputations and have finished and stuff like that. But I enjoyed this a lot for the most part, and I hope you guys did too. Remember to like the video if you like it. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. I look to do more content later on in the future here. Now that I've got all of my setup here. Hopefully this wasn't too all over the place with the audio and the visual quality. Again, I'll only know like if this needs fixing after I watch this and editing and stuff, but it should only get better from here if it's not that good. But I appreciate you watching and sticking around with me. Thanks so much for watching again. I'll catch you guys in the next video.